Hi everyone. In this clip, I will talk a little bit about lymphatic system. Just a reminder that anything I post here is not meant to diagnose or cure anything and is for informational use only. For any health-related matters, please ensure to consult your healthcare provider. The lymphatic system is a network of tissues, vessels, and organs that help protect the body from disease and infection. It's a part of our immune system. Some of the functions of lymphatic system are it collects excess fluid from tissues and returns it to the bloodstream. It filters out waste products and abnormal cells from lymph fluid. It produces white blood cells that fight infection and cancer. It absorbs fat and fat-soluble vitamins from the diet. It helps maintain blood pressure. And the organs that make up lymphatic system are thymus, spleen, bone marrow, tonsils, appendix, Peyer's patches, which are small groups of lymphoid tissue in the small intestine that help the body sort of identify and fight harmful substances in food. Lymph nodes, which are small bean-shaped, so the organs that filter substances in the body, and the lymphatic vessels, which are thin-walled, so the tubes that collect lymph fluid. The fluid then, of course, drained back into the bloodstream. Lymph contains white blood cells called lymphocytes and chyle, which is made of fats and protein from the intestines. This is very important because water, proteins, and other substances are always leaking out of the tiny blood capillaries into the body tissue around them. If the lymphatic system didn't drain it, this extra fluid would build up in the tissues and make them swell. So lymph nodes are small clumps of tissues along the network of lymph vessels that can clean lymph as it moves through them. They filter out viruses, bacteria, and fungi that can cause illnesses. Most lymph nodes are in the clusters, and they're in the neck, armpit, and groin area. They're also found along the lymphatic pathway in the chest, abdomen, and pelvis, where they filter blood, basically. So inside the lymph node, T cells and other type of lymphocyte, which is B cells, help the body fight infection. B cells make antibodies, which is special proteins that stop infection from spreading by trapping disease-causing germs and destroying them. When someone has an infection, germ collects in the lymph nodes. If their throat, for example, is infected, the lymph nodes in the neck may sort of swell, and that's why the doctors will check for swollen glands in the neck when someone has sore throat. When the lymphatic system doesn't work well, the body accumulates fluid and may begin to swell. The swelling typically affects the arms and the legs, but it can affect other areas of the body as well. And lymphedema also increases the risk of developing an infection where the person has the condition. So also, dysfunctional lymphatic system can lead to lymphedema, and it's considered a contributing factor to the development of heart failure, as it can impair the body's ability to remove excess fluid, potentially leading to fluid buildup in the heart and worsening its function. So therefore, individuals with severe lymphedema may be at higher risk for developing congestive heart failure and fluid buildup in lungs, which is called pulmonary edema. So there's also something called secondary lymphedema, which may happen if the lymphatic system is damaged from surgery, trauma, radiation therapy, and it's most common in people who have had breast cancer treatment. That being said, not everyone who has the breast cancer treatment will develop lymphedema. So lymphedema has several causes, and some of the most common are breast cancer therapy, radiation therapy, infection, trauma, obesity, lack of physical activity, tumors, heart conditions, blood vessel issues, and kidney disease, just to name a few. So your healthcare provider may order an ultrasound, MRI, or a CT scan to diagnose. So lymphedema has 4 stages. There's stage 0, which the affected area may feel swollen, tight, and heavy, but without outside signs of swelling, sort of. Then there is stage 1. There may be occasional swelling that goes away when you elevate the affected area, let's say if it's your feet or something. Then there is stage 2, which the affected area is almost always swollen, and the skin in the area may feel sort of firm or stretched than the surrounding areas. Then there is stage 3, where the affected area has significant swelling with changes in the even skin, like the color or the texture. The regular suggested physical conventional treatment are things like compression garments, multi-layer compression bandaging, compression devices, elevation, MLD, which is manual lymphatic drainage, and this is a gentle massage that is used to relieve inflammation related to lymphedema. The best, of course, is to ensure that there is proper care for the lymphatic system, so to prevent any lymph congestion. Dry brushing, tapping on the skin, light massages, walking, swimming, yoga, Pilates, Tai Chi, stretching, rebounding on trampoline, and of course, diet plays a major role. Remember, the lymphatic system doesn't have a pump like the blood does. So in order for it to move, it needs movement and muscle contraction. So vitamins that support the lymphatic system include vitamin A, my beloved vitamin C, E, and B6. Common herbs that also help include things like golden seal, echinacea, and pokeroot. One of the most common causes of lymph congestion is dehydration. So, and a bit of lemon then, to adding a little bit of lemon to the water you drink, it increases cleansing and draining effects. Lemon is an excellent ingredient to stimulate liver and digestive function while aiding the lymphatic system. Other herbs that are also used are things like chickweed, cleavers, pokeroot, as I mentioned, chaparral, burdock root, dandelion, yellow dock, prickly ash, and red sage. If you're on any medication, make sure that you take a look at and make sure that they're not sort of going against each other. On the emotional side, lymphedema is interpreted as a symbol of feeling overwhelmed or stuck or unable to release emotional toxins or burdens, often manifesting physically as a swelling in the body due to the blockage in the lymphatic system, which is responsible for draining waste and toxins, as I mentioned. And it also represents a need to address stagnant energy in our lives and find healthy ways to let go of the negativity. I find lymphatic massages and dry brushing an amazing way in keeping things moving. And my favorite is the Chi Energizer machine and vibration plate on the physical side, and letting go of thoughts and emotions that I have no longer a need for. And this is a good way to keep actually healthy. Hope this has been helpful. Like and follow for more. Be the light.